All right, welcome back. Ryan's joining us now. Boy, today was just perfect.
I feel like we deserved
we deserve it.
after the previous couple of days.
It was cold.
It
was a little
weird.
chilly.
Hard to believe that was April in South Texas.
You know, it just goes to show you that it can get cold in March and April and May. So it's not until like June and July we really start to crank up the temperatures. But this week, guys, a lot more quiet. We'll have 80s in the outlook by next week, so things are going to improve in this week's forecast. In the meantime, let's look back and review how much rainfall we picked up in those 2 days, Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday. And San Antonio picked up about 1.63 inches of rain, and the highest totals across the area, our local viewing area, was southeast of Bexar County. Gonzales picked up 4.74, and Karnes City down I-37 towards the coastal bend up to 5 to 5.25. So this was a big and nice rain event. Although we didn't see a lot in the hill country, you can see Kerrville picked up about 0.38, a little more than 1/4 of an inch of rainfall. It could have been a lot more, but hey, something's better than nothing. Radar right now is mostly quiet. The active pattern is now moving across Georgia and the southeast United States. And that's where a lot of the heavier downpours, and by the way, this was the same system that moved through us earlier this week, now is moving downstream and farther away from Texas. Meantime, we're 73. We feel nice. It's partly cloudy. We're starting to see the clouds really break apart this evening. East-northeast winds around 9 miles an hour. Lower 70s out there this evening, 76 at Pearsall, and middle 60s up I-35. So if you're heading out this evening, it feels nice. I wouldn't suggest a light jacket unless you're staying out after midnight. Otherwise, very mild, comfortable air in place. And the humidity in check. It feels great outside. But as we move into tomorrow morning, it slowly rises. It's not going to be in the tropical category. However, what it will pertain to is a little bit of fog tomorrow morning. Not a ton of moisture, but it will start to produce patchy to dense fog between the hill country, San Antonio, Cotulla, Pleasanton, and down towards Corpus Christi. Aside from that morning patchy fog, Easter looks great, 67 at lunchtime. If you're having brunch outdoors, it feels nice, mostly cloudy at first, but the sky will start to break apart and the highs will be in the lower to middle 70s. Sunrise around 7:14 and sundown around 7:56 tomorrow night. So the overall pattern, is there another chance at storms in the forecast? Yes, but it's not until Monday. And watch what happens. This ridge sets up out west, and around this ridge flow from the north. And when you get northwest flow aloft, kind of like this setup, sometimes you can get little disturbances rolling in from that eastern side of the ridge of high pressure. What that does, it sends us little waves of energy, not a lot. And you'll see by Sunday night a few storms out near Lubbock. Monday morning, early pre-dawn, a few isolated storms out near San Angelo. San Antonio, mainly just sprinkle activity Monday morning, but it's mainly Monday night. We could see a few of these storms drift farther south into the San Antonio region, mostly across the hill country. So we'll have to just watch radar very closely. But it looks like if you do get lucky enough to fall underneath a shower or a storm, it could drop an additional 1/4 of an inch of rainfall if we're lucky in the forecast. But that's only accounting for a 40% chance on Monday evening, Monday night. Our 7-day forecast for Easter, 78, 59 on Monday morning, 76 Monday afternoon, and again, some evening activity scattered in coverage. Not everywhere, not widespread. 77 on Tuesday, 78 on Wednesday, and then look by the end of next week, we're looking at 80s. Overnight's pretty comfortable in the 50s with a small chance at rain Friday and Saturday. Vinny.